Oops. Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sallystampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I am bringing you my Dainty Hexagon Favour. It's so cute and it is so dainty. It will fit a Ferrero Rocher inside, a tea light, maybe a little tiny treat or some jewellery, a nice little favour, or just a nice little box for a treat. I did make it in centimetres just to ensure it worked. It has a reinforced circle on the bottom and on the inside. I didn't add it to this one, obviously for obvious reasons I don't need to, just because I wanted to make sure that my measurements worked. But what you will find with the centimetre one is that you have this very small hole in the bottom, but obviously that doesn't matter because you're going to put reinforcements on and that will hide it anyway. It is the same size. It kind of, this one moves because of the reinforcement not being on, so I kind of hold it in shape, but it is the same size, it's the same depth as well. So yeah, super cute. So let's go ahead and make it. So you need a piece of DSP that is 7 by 3 3/4. If that's 17.5 by 9.2 centimetres. If you have directional paper, it needs to be this way. So if, and I did actually make a botch of my first one, but I'll show you this one. So if this is the way your paper runs, you need to have your pattern running this way. Okay. So on the long side, we're going to score at every inch all the way along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and in centimetres that will be 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5 and 15. We're then going to rotate clockwise and score at 7/8 of an inch and 2 1/8 of an inch, and that will be 2 and 5.2 centimetres. We're going to fold and burnish those score lines. Oh, oops, all the way along. I do love this paper, it's so pretty. I think the mixture of the red and the pink, which is perhaps something you wouldn't normally go with, but it actually works really nicely on here. Okay, so you will have quite a large section that's going to be the top and the thinner section here that's the base. So for the base, you're going to work your way along, cutting up to that first horizontal score line all the way along, and these are the pieces that are required for the base of your box. When you get to the last one, cut it off with a small wedge just there. Okay, so you've separated all of these and you've taken a small wedge out of that one. For the top section, which is the longer section here, what you're going to do is you're going to cut from this corner here down to the join. Oh, excuse me. Oh, gee, bless me. So you're literally going to cut at an angle. Okay, you're going to do this all the way along. So from the top score line here down to the opposite corner. Can you see that? There you go. Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way along. So from the tip of the score line across to the section across. I think there's some either dust or hair or something in here because my nose is tickling. So we're going to do that all the way along, and when you come to the last one, you're literally cutting away just that corner triangle. Okay, so you should now have this, which I'm hoping you can see and understand, and then this the first triangle that we cut here, we're going to cut this one away too, and then we're going to trim this tab down because you don't need it that much, and again just a little wedge. So you should now have this. Okay, I'm going to lift that up slowly and slightly so you can see where the fold lines, the score lines are, and where the cut lines are. Okay, then we're going to put it together. Super simple. So A little bit of adhesive on this section here. So I'm just going to fold this over and pop that together. Okay, and then just to make life a little bit easier, oh actually I've forgotten this part, never mind. I'm just going to open these out so that I can pop it down. There we go. So that will now make it easy for you to do the base. Now, if you can see how I did this one, they just simply interlock, and I have my 2 circles that I've already die cut here from my layering circles. And all you need to do, and I'll just sort of open it out a bit to make it easier. So you take the first one, it doesn't matter which one, and you tuck it under. Work your way round, tuck in each one next to it under till you get to the end, and then you just simply push them together, and it creates that lovely interlocking sort of look. Now these were made originally for this one but I messed up slightly, so I'm just going to have to roll with it. So whichever colour you want, I'd probably be better off using Blushing Bride for this one, but never mind. So a bit of adhesive on the base there, and we're just going to pop that on there, flip it back over, and then with your second one we're just going to pop this in the middle inside. Oops. And press it down, and it just gives the base that little bit more stability now and stops the whole thing moving. Okay, so I did slightly mess up here and miss a section. What you need to do with these top parts, so you've got one of these with a crease, you need to fold the crease over and adhere in here. Now I did use wet glue on my previous box, but because I forgot to do it when it was flat, I was too excited to make my box, I am going to use glue dots on this one just because it will be quicker and easier. So I'm going to pop a glue dot in that corner, fold it over, and that's it. So I'm just going to work my way round all of these, so nearer the top, because you obviously don't want it on anywhere that's going to, oops, where it's not meant to go. As I say, you can use whatever glue you prefer. Just work my way around here, nearly finished. As I say, glue dots are a quicker option if you're short on time. Okay, if you need to, you can pop these down, just go round, reinforce that score line, get that glue working if you need to, but you should now be left with this pretty pattern. And again, all you do here, let me just find the back, which is there. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to lie one across, this one goes underneath, then this one goes underneath, and it kind of fills the gap. So this one underneath, this one underneath. The last one is fiddly because you kind of have to just bend this little bit here just to make sure it tucks underneath, but be very careful because you don't want to rip your DSP. There we go, all the way round. It needs to tuck under there. Come on, don't play silly devils. That's it, you go under there, there we go. That's better. And there we have it. Actually, I quite like that paper better. I like the spots on the top. And there you have it, there's your pretty twisty box. Now you can sort of curl these up a little if you want to make this more noticeable, or you can just flatten it and leave it as it is. And then obviously we just need to decorate it. So I have again some of my scrap Real Red and Basic White, coming in with my lovely Sweetheart dies, and I want the large one because I'm going to layer again, and then this one that layers with it, and then my Sweet Conversation stamp. All of these products are still available to buy, by the way. There is a link below that will take you straight to the shop, a link also that will take you to my blog, which has all the other information on and all the products that I've used. So yeah, they're all available to purchase. That is at the time of this tutorial going out. Nearly forgot, so I need some Real Red. Stamp that on there. Oh, crumbs. That's that. Bring back in my Baby Boss that I love with its semi-new plates. And you'll notice that I do 2 of my die cuts at the same time, and that is simply just because it saves A, energy and B, time. That one doesn't matter because it's not a rounder shape, so obviously make sure this one is where I want it to be, and then just pop it through. And then the last little thing, get all those off, throw those away, put those to one side. So all I need to do now is adhere my white one here onto the red one. Add some of my absolute favourite iridescent rhinestones, and I went with a medium and then a small one. Just love these, look at them, aren't they gorgeous? And then a dimensional or 2 on the back, and that is your little Favour all made up. And there we have it. 2 cute little dainty Favours, perfect for Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me. See you all again soon.